Alex Harper sat quietly in the corner of the Galactic Council chamber, trying not to draw attention. The room was enormous, filled with creatures of all shapes, sizes, and colors. Some floated in the air, some had multiple limbs, and some seemed to be made entirely of light. Their eyes, in every possible shape and shade, stared at the humans with a mix of curiosity and amusement. Humans had never been invited to these meetings before. This was supposed to be a moment of respect, but already it felt like a trap. Jenna Clark, seated across from Alex, whispered, "They don't take us seriously, not even a little." She kept her voice low, careful not to let the surrounding aliens hear. Her long brown hair was tied back in a simple braid, and her hands tapped nervously on the edge of the table. Luke Mason, sitting next to her, shrugged. "It's fine. Let them laugh. Let them think we are weak. They'll see soon enough." His calm tone didn't match the nervous twitch in his fingers. Luke had always been the steady one, but even he felt the weight of the room. The council president, a tall being with smooth golden skin and 6 eyes that glowed softly, began to speak. "Humans," the creature said, its voice deep and echoing, "you are far from ready to participate in galactic matters. Your technology is laughable. Your ships could not survive a single encounter with our fleets." The words were sharp, meant to cut, and many of the aliens in the chamber laughed openly. Alex felt his jaw tighten, but he didn't speak. He had been through this before, many times. Humans were small in the galaxy. Earth was barely on any maps except as a curiosity. Most aliens thought humans were weak, simple, and unimportant. But Alex knew something they did not. Humanity had secrets, and he had been chosen to protect them. The council continued, mocking humans openly. "Do you even understand the concept of faster-than-light travel?" Another alien sneered. Its voice was high and piercing, like a flute being twisted. "Or do you still rely on primitive engines that take centuries to reach other star systems?" Jenna's hands tightened into fists, but she stayed silent. Luke's eyes narrowed, and for a moment, Alex thought he might lose his temper. The aliens didn't realize they were facing humans who had learned patience and cunning in equal measure. One of the younger council members, a creature shaped like a large, floating crystal, floated closer to the human table. "I've read your reports," it said, its voice a series of musical tones that somehow formed words. "I do not understand why the galaxy bothers to include you. Your achievements are minimal." Alex finally spoke, his voice calm but firm. "We are here to observe and to learn, and when the time comes, the galaxy will learn about human strength in ways no report can show." His words were simple, but the aliens did not understand the weight behind them. They laughed even harder, thinking his defiance was weak. Leaning back in his chair, Alex kept his eyes on the council. "Humans may be small," he said quietly to Jenna and Luke, "but size has never mattered. The galaxy underestimates us. That is our advantage." The chamber continued for hours, with aliens presenting their technological achievements and military power. Giant warships floated on holographic displays, weapons that could destroy planets shimmered in energy projections, and armies of genetically engineered soldiers marched across simulated battlefields. The humans nodded politely, took notes, and remained calm. It was difficult, especially when the aliens turned to them with sneers. A group of particularly arrogant aliens, 3 siblings of a reptilian race, approached the human table. They towered over Alex, Jenna, and Luke, their green scales glinting under the bright lights. "Do you really think your little ships could survive our fleets?" one asked, his tongue flicking out as he hissed. "We have destroyed hundreds of planets. You are a joke." Luke smiled faintly, a slow, knowing smile. "Maybe we are a joke," he said. "But even a joke can surprise you when you least expect it." The reptilian laughed, a harsh, grating sound that echoed across the chamber. "Surprise us? You? That is almost funny. Alex leaned forward slightly. The galaxy has ignored humans for too long. We have spent centuries learning, preparing, and building in ways no one here could imagine. We are not what you think we are. For a moment, silence fell. Some of the younger aliens looked uncertain, their curiosity piqued. The older, more arrogant species merely laughed louder, certain of their superiority. After what felt like an eternity, the council president raised a hand. Enough. Humans, you may remain in the chamber, but your contributions will be limited. The golden-skinned alien's eyes scanned Alex and his team, a mixture of amusement and pity in its gaze. Perhaps one day you will prove yourselves. Until then you are entertainment. Alex did not respond. He simply nodded, keeping his composure. He had heard these words before, in many forms. The council thought they were clever, but humans had a habit of turning situations around when least expected. As the meeting ended, the humans were escorted to a small chamber at the back of the building. It was quiet there, far from the eyes and ears of the council. Jenna slumped into a chair, rubbing her temples. "I hate that they think we are nothing," she said softly. "It makes me angry." Alex placed a hand on her shoulder. "Good," he said. "Let it make you angry. Let it drive you. But remember, we do not fight with anger alone. We fight with knowledge, patience, and preparation. The galaxy will see what humans can do. Not today, not tomorrow, but soon." Luke sat back in his chair, stretching his long arms. "Do you think they suspect the project?" he asked. "The vessel we've been building?" Alex shook his head. "Not a chance. They cannot even imagine the kind of technology humans are capable of. That is why they mock us. They think in simple terms. We have been patient, hiding our strength until the right moment." Jenna leaned forward. "I just hope we are ready. The council will not forgive mistakes." Alex smiled faintly. "We are always ready. They just do not know it yet." Outside the chamber, the galaxy moved on without noticing humans. Aliens argued about trade, war, and diplomacy, believing they held the power in every situation. Ships crossed the stars, carrying fleets of alien soldiers and diplomats, unaware that Earth, a small blue planet at the edge of their maps, had secrets that could change everything. Back on the human ship, Alex, Jenna, and Luke reviewed their mission logs and plans. The Seventh Dimension project was nearly complete. It was a vessel unlike any other, capable of moving between dimensions, appearing and disappearing at will. Its construction had been kept secret for decades, hidden under layers of technological deception. Leah Turner, the lead scientist of the project, entered the room. Her hair was tied back in a messy bun, and her glasses sat crooked on her nose. "Everything is ready," she said simply. "The vessel will be operational soon. The council has no idea what is coming." Alex nodded. "Good work, Leah. When the time comes, they will not laugh anymore." Jenna looked at the vessel schematics on the screen. "It still feels unreal," she said. "To think humans have built something that can do that." Luke chuckled. "Unreal is exactly what we want it to feel like. The galaxy will be in shock when we emerge." For the first time, a quiet sense of anticipation filled the room. The humans were still small, still underestimated. But that was the point. They were preparing for the moment when the galaxy would realize that size, laughter, and arrogance meant nothing in the face of determination and ingenuity. Alex stood, looking out the viewport at the stars. "They will laugh," he said quietly. "They will mock us. But soon, very soon, they will understand what it means to face humanity at its full potential." Jenna and Luke joined him, looking at the endless expanse of space. For centuries, humans had been underestimated. For centuries, they had been ignored. But the hidden vessel, The culmination of human skill and patience would soon change everything. And as the stars stretched endlessly ahead, the three humans knew one truth above all. The galaxy had no idea what was coming. The Council may have laughed at them today, but when humanity chose to reveal its hidden strength, that laughter would die, and respect, fear, and awe would take its place. The human ship left the Council chambers quietly, moving through the space lanes without attracting attention. Alex Harper, Jenna Clark, and Luke Mason sat in the control room, each lost in thought. The stars outside the viewport shimmered like distant diamonds, and the vast emptiness of space reminded them of how small humans seemed to the galaxy. Yet they carried the weight of a secret that could change everything. Leah Turner entered the room again, her face calm but serious. "The vessel is ready," she said. She held a data pad in her hands, scrolling through diagrams and energy readings. "Every system has been tested. The engines are stable. The dimensional shields are fully operational. Soon we can begin the final preparations for deployment." Jenna leaned forward, her eyes wide. "It feels strange. We've been hiding this for so long. No one suspects what we have. No one has even guessed the size of our project." Alex nodded. "That is the point. Patience is everything. The Council thinks we are weak, that we are small, but they have no idea what humans are capable of." Luke tapped the console lightly. "Do you think they will believe it when they see the vessel? Or will they think it is some kind of trick?" Alex smiled faintly. "They will not believe it at first, and that disbelief is our advantage. They underestimate us. That is what makes the moment so powerful." Leah pointed to the data pad. "The vessel is unlike any ship the galaxy has seen. Its geometry can shift between dimensions. It can appear and disappear from normal space at will. The Council won't know how to respond when they see it. They will try to analyze it, but their tools will fail." Jenna's fingers traced the holographic image of the vessel floating above the console. "It's beautiful," she whispered. "I never thought humans could build something like this. It feels impossible." Luke laughed softly. "Impossible is just a word for what hasn't been done yet. Humans do impossible every day." "That is what they do not understand." Alex turned away from the console and stared out at the stars again. "We've been preparing for centuries. Every invention, every discovery, every small step has led to this. Humans have been underestimated for too long, and soon the galaxy will realize that size and laughter mean nothing when faced with determination and knowledge." Leah nodded. "We are almost ready to move into the seventh dimension. Once the vessel crosses, no one can follow. We will have total control over where and when we appear. It will be a show of power they cannot ignore." Jenna frowned. "Do you think they will attack us if they realize what we have?" Alex shook his head. "Not immediately. Fear will stop them at first. They will need time to understand what it means to face humans with this kind of technology. The laughter will end the moment they see us in action." Luke leaned back in his chair. "I wonder how long it will take for the Council to recover. They have never faced a threat like this before. Their arrogance has always protected them. But now, everything changes." The team worked late into the night, checking every system, running simulations, and preparing for the final test of the vessel. The Seventh Dimension project was more than a ship. It was a symbol of human ingenuity, patience, and hidden strength. Leah paused during one simulation, her finger tracing a path through the data. "There is one thing we must be careful about," she said. "The vessel can manipulate dimensions, yes, but if we push it too far too fast, it could destabilize. We need to be precise. One mistake could destroy the ship, or worse." Alex nodded. "We understand. We will not rush. The galaxy will see our strength on our terms, not by accident." Jenna leaned back and sighed. "It's strange to think the Council laughed at us just hours ago. They don't realize that patience is part of human strength. They see speed, weapons, and size as power. We know better. Luke smiled. And soon, they will learn the difference. The following days were filled with quiet preparation. The humans remained in hiding, even as alien fleets moved through the galaxy, unaware of the hidden power on Earth's edge. Alex and his team studied every report, every council decision, looking for the perfect moment to reveal the vessel. They knew timing would be everything. One morning, as the ship orbited a small, unremarkable star system, Alex gathered the team in the main control room. "The time is almost here," he said. "The Council believes humans are weak. They believe we are small. Soon, we will show them the truth. But we must move carefully. One wrong step, and the galaxy will see humans as fragile, not powerful." Jenna nodded. "We are ready. The vessel is ready. Everything is ready." Leah adjusted her glasses, her eyes focused on the holographic controls. "The dimensional engines are stable. We can enter the 7th dimension whenever you give the order." Luke tapped the console lightly. "Then let's do it. Let's show the galaxy what humans can do." Alex paused, looking at each of them in turn. "Remember, this is not just about power. It is about respect. The Council has ignored humans for too long. They have mocked us, laughed at us, and treated us as unimportant. This is our chance to change that perception forever." The team worked together to prepare the vessel for departure. Systems hummed, energy readings climbed steadily, and the ship's engines glowed with an otherworldly light. The 7th Dimension project was more than a machine. It was a promise, a declaration that humans would no longer be ignored. As they activated the final sequences, Alex felt a thrill run through him. For years, he had trained, planned, and waited for this moment. The galaxy had always assumed humans were weak. Now, the hidden strength of a small blue planet would emerge, and the Council would have no choice but to pay attention. The vessel began to vibrate, its energy flowing through every system, every panel, and every engine. The air in the control room seemed to hum with power. Jenna held her hands on the console, her heart racing. "It's happening," she whispered. Leah's eyes sparkled with excitement. "The dimensional shields are holding. We are entering the 7th dimension." Luke smiled, his usual calm confidence steady. "Here we go. Time to become more than what the galaxy expects." Alex took a deep breath and pressed the final command. "Initiate 7th dimension transition." In an instant, the vessel shimmered, and the stars outside seemed to stretch and twist. Space itself appeared to bend around them, and the team felt a strange sensation of movement and stillness at the same time. It was disorienting, but exhilarating. "Status?" Alex asked, his voice steady despite the thrill. Leah checked the instruments. "We are stable. The transition is complete. The 7th dimension is holding. We can move anywhere, anytime." Jenna looked out the viewport, her eyes wide. "It's beautiful. Unreal." Luke chuckled. "Unreal is just the beginning." Alex smiled. "Now, the galaxy will see humans in a way it never has before. They will no longer laugh. They will no longer ignore us. The hidden strength of Earth has emerged." For the first time, they felt the full power of what they had created. The vessel could appear and disappear at will, move through dimensions, and strike fear into anyone who underestimated humans. The Council's arrogance would be their undoing. As the team prepared to return to normal space for the demonstration, Alex spoke quietly. "We have waited a long time for this. The galaxy will remember this day. Not because of weapons or fleets, but because humans chose patience, knowledge, and precision over arrogance. And now, the galaxy will see what patience can achieve." Jenna and Luke nodded, understanding the weight of the moment. Humanity had always been underestimated. The Council had always laughed, but soon that laughter would end, replaced by respect and fear. The vessel shimmered again, moving silently through the 7th dimension. ready to reappear before the Galactic Council. The time for humans to be mocked was over. The hidden power of a small blue planet was about to be revealed, and the galaxy would never forget it. And as the team looked at the stars, they knew one thing for certain. The humans who were laughed at would soon become the humans everyone would fear and respect. The Seventh Dimension Project was not just a ship, it was a statement. A statement that the galaxy would learn the truth about human strength, ingenuity, and patience. The human vessel moved silently through the seventh dimension, invisible to all sensors and eyes in normal space. Alex Harper sat in the control room, his hand steady on the console. He could feel the hum of the engines beneath him, a low vibration that seemed to echo through the entire ship. Around him, Jenna Clark and Luke Mason worked quietly, monitoring energy flows and dimensional stability. "Everything is holding," Leah Turner reported, her eyes scanning the instruments. "We are stable. No anomalies. The vessel can appear anywhere we choose." Alex nodded. "Good. The Council believes we are weak. They do not expect this. That is what makes this moment so powerful. Patience has brought us here. Now it is time to show the galaxy what humans can do." Jenna swallowed hard. "It still feels unreal. We are about to appear in front of the Council in a ship that shouldn't even exist in their understanding of physics. They won't know how to respond." Luke smiled faintly. "They won't respond at first. Shock will freeze them. And after that, fear will guide their actions. That is the moment we need to control." Alex pressed a few buttons, and the vessel shimmered. It moved from the seventh dimension into normal space near the Council's meeting chamber. At first, it was invisible, slipping through the galaxy like a ghost. Then slowly it began to materialize, light bending around it in strange, impossible ways. Inside the Council chamber, aliens continued their debates, unaware of the approaching presence. They argued about trade agreements, military positioning, and political influence. Laughter still echoed occasionally as they recalled the humans and their so-called primitive technology. Suddenly, a ripple appeared in the air outside the chamber. The window showed stars stretching and twisting, colors shifting in impossible patterns. One of the Council members froze mid-sentence. What is that?" The ripple grew, and the vessel emerged fully. Its shape was unlike anything the galaxy had ever seen. It twisted and curved in impossible angles, light bending around it like water. It seemed alive, a structure that defied physics, moving as if it were both a ship and a living creature at the same time. Gasps echoed through the chamber. The aliens had never seen anything like this. Their instruments went wild, unable to measure or understand the vessel. Alex's voice came over the Council's communication channels, calm but firm. "This is humanity. You have laughed at us, mocked us, and ignored us for too long. Now you will see what humans are capable of." The chamber erupted into chaos. Some aliens shouted in disbelief. Others attempted to activate their weapons, only to find them useless. The vessel's dimensional field distorted every energy beam that approached it. No matter what they tried, nothing could touch the human ship. One of the Council elders, a tall being with skin that reflected the light around it, demanded silence. "Explain yourselves, humans. How is this possible? This is beyond comprehension." Alex leaned forward in his seat. "You see, we have spent centuries preparing. While the galaxy mocked us, we built something you could not imagine. The vessel you see is capable of moving through dimensions. It appears and disappears at will. Your technology cannot touch it. Your arrogance has blinded you to what humans can achieve." Jenna added, her voice steady. "You thought we were weak. You thought we were small. But humanity has patience, knowledge, and ingenuity. And now, you are seeing the result of that patience." Luke's calm tone followed. "Do not attempt to attack us. Your weapons are useless against a vessel that exists partially in another dimension. Your fleets, your armies, your entire understanding of physics. It cannot stop us." The council was in uproar. Some members demanded explanations. Others tried to flee, hoping the humans would vanish before they could be harmed. But Alex and his team remained silent, letting the vessel's presence speak for itself. The eldest council member, the one with golden eyes and smooth skin, floated closer to the center of the chamber. This is impossible," it said. "How have humans built something like this? You are monsters." Alex shook his head slowly. "Not monsters. Humans. Small, patient, underestimated humans. We have waited for the perfect moment to reveal ourselves. That moment is now." The council scrambled to communicate, trying to alert fleets, call for reinforcements, and analyze the vessel. But every attempt failed. The humans' technology was beyond comprehension. Their instruments showed nothing, measured nothing, and could not predict the vessel's movements. Jenna turned to Alex. "They are panicking. I've never seen them like this." Alex nodded. "Good. Let them panic. Let them realize that laughter and mockery mean nothing when faced with human ingenuity. The galaxy will remember this day forever." From the chamber's main window, the aliens could see the vessel twisting in impossible ways. It rotated, split, and rejoined itself, creating shapes and angles that seemed to defy space itself. Light bent around it in strange patterns, and shadows moved in directions that should have been impossible. One alien, shaped like a large insect with glowing eyes, squealed in terror. It moves like it is alive. How can it exist?" Luke tapped the console, watching the vessel's energy flows. "It doesn't just move," he said. "It is alive in a way they cannot understand. It exists between dimensions. You cannot fight it, control it, or even predict it. That is the point." Alex's eyes narrowed. "They have mocked humans for centuries. They have laughed at our ships, our weapons, and our knowledge. Now they will learn that human patience and ingenuity are stronger than arrogance and pride." The council continued to shout, some trying to reason, some trying to flee. But no one could stop the vessel. It hovered in place, twisting and glowing, a perfect symbol of hidden strength revealed. Jenna pointed to a display. "They're trying to analyze it, but their instruments are failing. They don't even know what to call it." Alex smiled. "That is exactly what we want. Confusion, fear, respect. Laughter has ended. Now the galaxy is forced to see humans for what we are, not weak, not small, powerful, patient, and unstoppable." The eldest council member floated closer, trembling. What do you want from us? Humans? Explain." Alex leaned forward. "We want respect. We want acknowledgement. The galaxy has ignored humans for too long. You have treated us as a curiosity, a joke, a primitive species. That ends today. From now on, humans will be counted, not ignored. Laughed at, not forgotten." Silence fell over the chamber. The aliens were stunned, still trying to understand what they had just witnessed. The vessel hovered, twisting in impossible ways, a quiet threat that spoke louder than any weapon. Leah's voice came over the comms. "The vessel is stable. No anomalies. It can remain in position as long as needed. The humans are safe, and the council is powerless." Jenna whispered. "They are finally seeing it. They are finally afraid." Luke chuckled softly. "Patience pays off. The galaxy always underestimates humans. Until it is too late." Alex pressed a button, and a holographic display appeared inside the chamber. Images of human achievements, ships, and technology projected around the aliens, showing centuries of hidden progress. The council watched, unable to interrupt, unable to act. "These are the achievements you ignored," Alex said. "This is what humans have accomplished while you mocked us. Every step, every invention, every hidden project led to this moment. The vessel you see is the culmination of human patience and ingenuity, and it is only the beginning. The council floated in stunned silence, realizing they had made a grave mistake. They had underestimated humans. They had laughed at a species that had been preparing in secret for centuries, and now the full weight of human capability was revealed before them. One of the reptilian council members who had mocked Alex and his team earlier hissed in disbelief. This cannot be real. Humans are small, insignificant. Yet, this proves we were wrong. Alex shook his head slowly. You were not just wrong. You were blind. You laughed at humans because you did not want to see the truth. That is arrogance. And arrogance is dangerous when faced with knowledge, patience, and skill. The aliens began to murmur among themselves, some in fear, some in awe, some in shame. The laughter that had echoed through the chamber earlier was gone. It was replaced with silence, respect, and a quiet, growing fear. Jenna looked at Alex. We did it. They are finally seeing humans for what we are. Alex nodded. Yes, but this is only the beginning. The galaxy has seen our strength. But they have yet to understand our reach. The vessel can move anywhere, strike anywhere, and disappear before they can react. We hold the advantage, and we will use it carefully. Luke smiled. The council will never forget this. Laughed at today, remembered tomorrow, feared forever. The vessel shimmered once more, bending light and space as it hovered above the chamber. Its presence was a quiet but powerful message. Humanity was no longer a species to be mocked. The hidden strength of Earth had emerged from the seventh dimension, and the galaxy would never see them the same way again. As the humans prepared to leave the chamber and return to safety, Alex whispered to his team, Patience, knowledge, and skill have brought us here. The laughter is over. The galaxy has learned to respect humans, and soon they will learn what it means to underestimate us at their own risk. Jenna smiled faintly. We showed them. They will never forget this day. Luke nodded. No one will. Humans have finally emerged from the shadows, and the galaxy has been reminded that small does not mean weak. Alex looked out at the stars, calm and determined. This is only the beginning. Humanity has hidden power, and we will reveal it on our terms. Today, the Council learned to respect us. Tomorrow, the galaxy will learn to fear what humans can do when we choose to act. And as the vessel slowly disappeared back into the seventh dimension, leaving the Council in stunned silence, the humans knew one thing for certain. The galaxy had laughed at them for the last time.